Alexa, what's the weather out?
In Seattle, there's an excessive heat warning in effect until Tuesday, June 29th, 11 p.m. The current weather is 101 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun.
Uh-oh, that's a problem.
What's going on, guys? This is the Midea U-Shaped 12,000 BTU inverter-powered window air conditioner. It has a variable speed compressor and it may just be the best of its kind in the world. Before purchasing this product, I had known the company by name only. As it turns out, they're massive. In fact, they're actually ranked number 307 on Fortune's Global 500 list, so if you're worried that you might be buying a subpar product from some obscure manufacturer, trust me, you're not. What you're purchasing is an all-in-one mini-split that identifies as a window unit. And that's a very good thing. Anyone who's researched the relative efficiency of the various cooling options will quickly learn that from least to most efficient, we've got portable air conditioners, window units, central ACs, and mini splits on top. I think what Midea has come up with here is really revolutionary. As per usual, we'll start with a really quick unbox, get into my unique sliding window install, run through some tests, and then close it on out with my overall impressions. Very nicely, the manufacturer includes just about everything one would need to install the product in a standard vertically sliding single or double hung window. This includes the mounting bracket, a generous amount of window seal foam, a remote, some side filler foam, and of course all necessary hardware. See, I told you that would be a quick unbox. Because my house is outfitted with horizontally sliding windows, I can't run through a standard install. Luckily, Midea provides an excellent tutorial on the subject. I'll place a link to this video as well as the unit itself below. It's an associate link for which the channel will earn a small commission. Use is greatly appreciated. Anyway, here's the basic solution I came up with to fit my window. The Midea's U-shape is a blessing when it comes to efficiency, but a curse when it comes to installation, so I had to get creative. After fastening the bracket to the frame's existing windowsill, it was time for a little test fit action. Next, I had to fill the void between the condenser and the evaporator. I started with some multi-wall polycarbonate paneling that I had left over. This material seemed perfect as it contains an insulating air layer, is very UV resistant, cuts easily, and is translucent. I thought this would look nice as it provides a backlit glow behind the blower. Otherwise, construction was the same as before with a little tongue and groove action leading to some rails and stiles. A test fit confirmed my measurements and I went ahead with some final trimming on the table saw. To secure it, I'd be fabricating clips out of oak and then use thread inserts to manage tension. And here's how it turned out. I think it resulted in a relatively clean look inside, while the outside is, well, good enough and not really subject to the same aesthetic standards. The first thing that attracted me to this unit was its claimed efficiency. The second was its claimed volume, or more precisely lack thereof. To test this out, I've got my decibel meter set up 4 feet from the vent. Running on high, I'm recording 59 decibels. This is about 5 lower and noticeably less than my DeLonghi Pinguino and slots in below normal conversation volume and rainfall. With the variable speed compressor throttled down and the fan on low, I get about 49. That said, I find their claim of 42 a little suspect. I don't doubt that in some lab they were able to get that, but I have no idea what their test conditions were and was unable to duplicate it. The best I could do was 45 decibels, and that was 4 feet away with the compressor off and the fan on low. Even so, 45 is extremely quiet in its own right, and I'm very pleased with the Midea's noise profile. Outside, it's a little louder. I'm 6-ish feet away here and reading 65. Alright, just wanted to give you guys a rundown of the operation here. All the way to the right is the on and off button, which does exactly what you would expect it to. The swing button here controls this little louver, and it oscillates a little bit. You know, it's kind of just a little gimmicky. It creates a little oscillating effect to the airflow coming out of here. If you want to use it, you can. I feel like it doesn't really make much of a difference either way. The sleep button, that says it ambiguously conserves energy during sleep hours. I'm assuming this must be configured in the app, because how else would this thing know what time it is? The fan speed, you have auto, low, medium, and high. I typically just leave it on auto, and that seems to work pretty well. It does throttle down sort of in the evening as it cools down, and it stays pretty close to high during the day, as this air conditioner is struggling a little bit to keep this big room cool in 100 plus degree heat. Then we just have the temperature display here. To the right is up, to the left is down. I think we go all the way down to 60 degrees, I believe. I think it goes up to 90. Mode, auto, cool, dry, and fan. This time of year it's going to be on cool, which is the traditional air conditioner mode. Dry turns it into a dehumidifier, and fan only just runs the fan without the compressor on. Eco mode, I don't know if it has a ton of value to that function. Basically what it does is when it's running on cool or dry, it will cycle the fan on without the compressor every few minutes. You know, just get a little airflow going in the room, and maybe it's all. I mean, I guess it's better to have it not need it than need it not have it, I suppose. The timer will just automatically shut the unit off. It's controlled with the same controls that direct the temperature. It just program it in half-hour increments. I don't use it. Connect. If you hold this for Connect. If you hold this for 3 seconds, it will turn on the access point, which is what you will need to set up the Wi-Fi and the app. So why don't we run through that next? Now we've got the unit ready to pair, and I found the process of doing so easy. According to reviews in the Apple App Store, this piece of software is broken, but I found it to work totally adequate. The most cited problem seems to relate to connectivity issues. However, in the several weeks I've owned the product, I have not had any problems. Time may change this assessment, but I'd say so far so good. Inside the app, we've got access to all functions available via buttons on the unit, plus some. In addition to temperature, fan speed, power, etc., we can also toggle the LED and sound, plus set up a schedule for it to run on. This unit is also advertised as able to integrate with some home automation systems. However, I feel like Alexa is already too involved in my life and I kind of want her out, so I did not bother setting that up. The included remote just duplicates the front panel. However, it has a weird delay of about a second. Click. There it goes. It's like a half-second delay. I don't know that I really need to run through this, aside from the fact that, yeah, everything on the front panel is pretty much duplicated on here. So obviously the big question with a room air conditioner or any air conditioner is, how well does it work? So let me demonstrate for you guys. I currently have it set at 72 degrees. And as we heard Alexa say earlier, we're right around 100, which is pretty much as hot as Seattle ever gets. So I just walked about, I don't know, what is that, 20 feet away or so. And we're at 78 degrees over here. And then all the way over here, other side of the room, my Nest is clocking in at 78. You know, my house is about 2,500 square feet, and I would imagine more than half of that's downstairs. So we're looking at 1,000 square feet plus, 100 degrees outside, and we're keeping it under 80 in here. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this thing's definitely chugging along, right? It's not throttling down, it's working, but it's doing it. I mean, that's, you know, we're looking at a 22, 25 degree decrease in temperature, all from a little 120 volt window room air conditioner, you know? I mean, I consider that honestly pretty amazing. Of course, cooling one's room is not done for free, so how many amps does this unit draw? Around 8 on high. I consider this a very good number. This is a constant load, so anything more than that and we'd get into worrisome territory on a multi-use 15 amp residential circuit. Even though I really like this product, there are a couple small things that I think could be improved. First is the included bracket. It's annoyingly proprietary, so if anything were to happen to it, a cheap off-the-shelf one would not work. Secondly, I wish the support arms were a bit longer. I've got them set as far forward as I'm able, yet the bracket still tilts down a little more than I would like. Then there's the warranty. Midea claims a period of 5 years. However, anyone who's ever serviced an HVAC unit knows there's probably some strings attached, and this product is no different. The big one being transportation costs. You're on the hook for them. I tried to engage chat to figure out the location of a service center to get a ballpark estimate of what those costs might be. But when I mentioned I was just seeking info and wasn't in need of an immediate repair, I was politely told to sod off. Aside from the slightly undersized bracket and warranty issues, I consider this to be an excellent product. I really appreciate the fact that a company isn't just making another run-of-the-mill window unit and is actually innovating in an old established market. The Midea U-Shaped 12,000 BTU window air conditioner is in the ballpark price-wise of many other similar sized units. With that in mind, I think it's a good value. For your hard-earned dollar, you're essentially getting a mini-split AC with an inverter-powered variable speed compressor. This places it in a league of its own. My only suggestion might be to purchase it with a credit card that offers a built-in extended warranty, or maybe even consider Amazon's Asurion protection plan, something I normally don't bother with. Okay, that's all I had for today. Any questions, drop them below. Take care.